This is Andy Purwell for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm delighted to be joined by father, trainer. Anything else, Sean? To Josh Warrington, anything else?
I think I'm just like any other old trainer.
Obviously, I didn't get to finish up there. Sean O'Hagan, the father and trainer to Josh Warrington. Sean, how are you doing?
I'm alright, pal. I was going to say just general dog's body, really. If you have a look down at them all, they're all wearing fancy tracksuits. Every member of my outfit, all wearing fancy tracksuits. Look what I've got on. You know what I mean?
Josh isn't looking after you well enough.
He's not looking after me at all, love, now, no. I'm sorry. Sorry to say.
Obviously, we are down here today for the open workout ahead of Josh's third world title defence against Sofian Tackoucht. How has camp gone, Sean?
Absolutely fantastic, to be honest. It's been one of our best camps that we've ever had. We've left no stone unturned. Just echoing what I said earlier on, we need to make a statement in this fight. It's got to be a performance. And it can't just be any performance, it's got to be an eye-catching performance, you know.
I mean, with that in mind, I remember after the Kid Galahad fight, both yourself and Sean admitted it wasn't Josh's best performance. Obviously, there was talks of America and fights over there. With Sofian Tackoucht, you won't have that same type of build-up that you've had with these previous fights. How are you feeling Josh will be able to motivate himself to deliver that type of performance?
I think he knows that he's got to motivate, he's got to do. Just to get... Listen, we took a little dip, didn't we, after the last fight? You know, it's no good telling it any other way. We took a little dip. And to be honest with you, a little bit unfairly, because what we've done, we fought him. We can now turn around and say that we've not shied away from anybody at all. There were a few factors in that fight. One of them being referee, I thought were absolutely disgraceful. I spoke to two other A-star referees and colleagues at referee that said if they'd have been officiating there, he'd have been disqualified back fifth round. And I think that's a very, very fair statement, you know.
I mean, we'll come on to Kid Galahad a little bit later, but Sofian Tackoucht, talk to me about what do you know about him, what are you preparing for come next Saturday?
Well, what I know about Sofian Tackoucht is that he's not the walkover fight that everybody thinks he is going to be. Just because people have not heard of him don't mean he's not a dangerous fighter. He's a very, very good fighter. He's 35 contests, he's lost 3. I've seen 2 of the losses and they were very dubious. He got outpointed in the other one by a good fighter. He's never been stopped.
I mean, the fact he's a bit of an unknown quantity, does that make him more of a dangerous opponent?
Absolutely. Where do you go? You won't find anything on this guy. Nothing. Interestingly enough, his knockout percentage is not bad either. 13 knockouts. You know, that is not a bad fighter, is he?
So how are you anticipating the fight kind of playing out between Josh and Sofian on next Saturday?
From what I know of this kid, he can't resist the fight. He sets off nice and tidy, loses his shape a little bit, and then he'll stand and fight. He's a tough man. You know, don't forget, he's not ranked number 15 or number 14. He's ranked at number 3. Or number 4 actually, 2 and 3 is vacant. I don't know how they get that, but 2 and 3 is vacant. So he's the highest ranked available opponent, and he's accepted this fight at drop of an hat. Gary Russell Jr. turned it down, Santa Cruz Valdez all refused to fight. This guy must have something about him. He must have.
I mean, just to touch on, you mentioned he's number 4. Kid Galahad, you briefly touched on him earlier, being granted another final eliminator for Josh's IBF world title. What was your thoughts on that?
I think it's disgraceful, really. It can only happen in boxing. I think it's just degrades the belt, really, doesn't it? You know, how can you lose? You're losing a world title fight. Somebody else should have a shot. No, and we're not saying that because we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight him. You couldn't fill, honestly. You wouldn't be able to fill a scout up. It was absolutely terrible to watch. Nobody would want to see that again. And that's what we're going to get again. Yet again, you know. It's absolutely terrible. I'm very, very disappointed with IBF, you know. I think people are looking past the bigger issue, and that was the referee and his performance. And that's been pushed to one side. You know, it were allowed to do... It wasn't tactics. That wasn't tactics. That were cheating, that were fouling. Members of his own camp. One of them was actually there training with them now. They were embarrassed by it, you know. And then after it, for him to come out and say, well, we both got paid a load of money, didn't we? What does that mean? He's not bothered about no belt, you know.
I mean, just to touch on the other world champions, Valdez had vacated prior to the Josh's fight with Sofiane being announced. Leo Santa Cruz has since announced that he's going to move up. What are your thoughts on Leo Santa Cruz's decision to vacate and move up?
I think he's doing what he thinks is best for him. You know, I won't knock Leo. He's been in some good hard fights. Very, very good fighter. Listen, it may be that we have to go up to chase those big fights. If we do, we'll do it. If we don't, then, you know, we'll carry on. We don't have any problems or issues with making 9 stone. But again, we'll do what we think is best for us. I'll discuss it with Josh and the rest of the team, and we'll make a decision from there.
How frustrating a period has it been for yourself and Josh, in the sense that you both kind of expected that maybe a fight would have dropped for you with one of the other world title holders and it hadn't? How frustrating and difficult has it been to try and maybe deal with that, especially when you consider maybe down the line the situations might occur again?
This is your problem when boxing's taken the path that it has, and that is multiple organisations. It's always going to be difficult. I know we'll go down this path, we'll go down that path. They're not forced to now fight the best that there is and go down the straight path, are they? You know, but we'd fight any of them. We've never turned a fight down, and we'll continue to push for those fights.
Whilst I've got you, I just want to quickly touch on a few other fights. Past weekend, Errol Spence Jr. defeating Sean Porter with a split decision victory. Do you watch a fight, Sean?
No, at this stage I don't watch any other fights. I'm switched on to the job in hand, really. I'll catch up with them all. I've just done an interview with Boxing Monthly as it goes, and they've asked for a prediction with Ruiz and Joshua again.
What was that prediction?
Do you want my prediction?
I do.
I think Ruiz does it again.
In the same fashion?
In the same fashion, yeah.
One thought then, because I know not to ask on predictions, but there's been some rumours that I've seen today. Jerome Miller's being considered as a serious replacement for Joseph Parker to face Derek Chisora. I know yourself and Josh have very strong views on anybody who's failed for performance-enhancing drugs. What are your thoughts if Jerome Miller was to be given the bout against Derek Chisora?
I think anybody that's tested positive for drugs should be a ban. It should be a lifetime ban, because as you say, if it's tennis, then you know nobody's life's at risk there, is it? You know, if it's football, if it's running down the track, whatever. Boxing's different, isn't it? You know what you're doing there is you're striving to. They say it's sport, but it's a brutal sport, and this is where you know it can be a little bit life or death, can't it? And anyway, listen, at the end of the day, cheats never win. Don't matter what they do, they've not done it honest, they've not done it straight way. You know, but for me, drug cheats in boxing should be banned for life. Shouldn't even be allowed anywhere near an arena. Never mind all that, I've had my drink spiked. They know what they're doing, you know. I think it's worst kept secret in boxing with a lot of them.
And finally, Nigel Benn announcing his return to the ring. A British boxing icon, your thoughts on his return?
Big fan of Nigel Benn. And Beaker. You know, I like them both. It's not for me to pass comment on that, really. You know, it's one of them. My own personal view. Yeah, he's passed it, but then again, his opponent's passed it as well. Is it? It's not like he's fighting a 28-year-old guy. You know, he's fighting him if he wants to do it. It's his choice, isn't it? You know, purely his choice.
Well, Sean, I'll leave a final word with yourself. Anything you'd like to say to everybody ahead of next Saturday?
What I'll be doing is I'll be getting yourself to box office Leeds Arena. We've got not only Josh, we've got Reece Mould, English champ. We've got Jack Daniels, a real prospect coming through. We've got Zelfa Barrett, we've got Callum Simpson, Lyndon Arthur. I think there's something like 5 title fights on there. What I'll be doing, I'll be securing your tickets as soon as possible.
Sean O'Hagan, thank you for speaking to myself and Boxing Social.
Been a pleasure, thank you.